Building wealth is a really slow process, especially when you're at the point of getting started. For most people, one of the most difficult milestones to achieve is saving their first $100,000. But why is this so? Well, it's basically because you're starting from scratch. So, when you start from $0, you don't have a pot of money which is working for you, which is really tasking. However, moving from $2 million to $2.5 million is relatively easy. Why is this? This is because you already have the funds built up, which can work in the background through generating a return on investment to get you more money. So if the first $100K is as difficult to save as it seems, what are the steps to take to make it easier for us to get started on an exciting wealth-building journey? Well, that's why we're here. So watch this video to the very end because it will be very surprising. It is certain that our savings tends to increase as we age, and this means that it is logical and expected for us to likely have zero savings in our younger years. For individuals leaving school, it is so difficult and rare to earn a lot of money either through entrepreneurial ventures or formal employment. So, there is relatively little money available to be saved. When it comes to investing and saving, creating a surplus between your total income and expenses is very important. After which this surplus can now be invested or saved as required. When we begin our careers, it is understandable that we will have a low annual income. We hope our expenses at this age will be low too. In spite of this, it's not easy to develop much of a surplus at this age. For this reason, it becomes very difficult to contribute reasonable amounts to your investment or savings accounts. Now consider this contrast. When you have about $1 million invested, it is obviously easy for it to increase by $100K each year. This is because you already have $1 million, which can start working for you by providing a return for you. As that $1 million grows to $1.1 million, you now start to earn a return on a bigger number, which consistently keeps giving you a larger return. This simply is the power of compounding. However, you can't compare this analogy with when you decide to start from scratch. Of course, you will have very little money to invest, and earning a return will be very difficult. The power of compounding makes wealth creation much easier, and if you reach the $100,000 milestone sooner, you will have more time to harness that power. So, if you can save $100,000 in your early stages of life and give it enough time to work for you, then you have to trust the expanding process because it will always multiply many times over. This is one of the reasons it is best to save as much as one can when one is younger. Of course, if you use this method, your early sacrifice will be worth it. If you reach $100K quickly, that means you have high earning power. Okay, let's say you begin with a successful small business or you find yourself in a well-paid professional field. Well, it is possible to have the saving potential, and you can reach the millionaire level, and all you have to do is keep it by not increasing your spending habits. On the other hand, if you reach $100K gradually, like most people, you have developed a strong habit of spending less money than you earn. Let's say it takes you 10 solid years of steady saving to reach $100K. It isn't bad since you've proven to have spending restraint and consistent earning power. You'll be able to save another $100K over the next 10 years, definitely. With this process, your first $100K will surely keep on growing. Having said that, how can you now save or invest your first $100K faster? If you want to save or invest your first $100K faster, you will have to understand the processes involved in spending and saving. In other words, you will have to increase your surplus between income and expenses. This can be executed by 1. Reducing your expenses, or 2. Earning more income for yourself. The saving percentage rate should be a major factor if you're willing to save money fast. For most people, one of the easiest and fastest ways to increase their surplus is to cut down their expenses. It is understandable that most of us have a fair amount on our monthly budget. Well, some really have a huge amount of their budget. However, this amount can always be trimmed, no matter how fair or fat it is. This means you should always consider reducing your expenses on items you do not truly need, as in the long run it allows you to invest that money instead. Now, when saving your first $100K, the first step is to invest your first $1,000 and establish strong investing habits early. But how do you invest your first $1,000? You can try to invest in the stock market via low-cost index funds, which will allow you to benefit from compounding. It will also make you reach the 100K milestone faster than you imagined. There are several investment opportunities, this is just a fraction. Even if you're a salary earner, as your salary increases over time, you should be able to contribute more to your investment account, as long as you keep your expenses down. With this in mind, you will tend to establish the investing habit early with your first investable cash. This will really be a good idea for you if you want to achieve financial freedom. And that's it for today, guys. If you're optimistic about wealth creation, do well to subscribe to this channel and give this video a like. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.